There has been outrage and grief after the death of Stan Swamy, the ailing 84-year-old Jharkhand-based tribal rights activist and Jesuit priest. Swamy, who'd spent 9 months in jail on charges of terrorism, died today in a hospital in Mumbai while still technically in custody. Despite his worsening health and multiple appeals for bail, all of which had been turned down. 5 bail applications in all, 2 of which were outright rejected and 3 are still pending. Swamy is reported suffering from cough, fever, weakness multiple times. During one of the hearings, an NIA court had said age and alleged sickness did not go in his favor while seeking bail. Swamy was actually held in Taloja jail on the outskirts of Mumbai, and on occasion he was made to travel close to 55 kilometers in a police van to Mumbai's JJ hospital for tests. He told the Bombay High Court in a recent hearing on May 21st that he only is requesting interim bail. He would rather die in jail if things go on as it is, he had said. I would like to be with my own in Ranchi, Jharkhand, where he's from, he said. Jail has brought me to a situation where I can neither write nor walk. Someone has to feed me. It was only when his health plummeted towards the end of May that he was transferred to a private hospital in Mumbai, where he died. In a cruel irony, his death was announced in court to the judges during yet another bail hearing. Many are holding the state and the judicial system accountable for his death. Some, like Sitaram Yechury of the CPM, are even calling it outright murder. The UN and the EU's special rapporteurs on human rights have both tweeted, saying that they raised concerns over his arrest with Indian authorities. The outrage had begun from the time he was arrested in October last year in what was known as the Bhima Koregaon case of 2018, where an annual Dalit event in Maharashtra had turned violent. 16 people, scholars, lawyers, academicians, cultural activists, were arrested in the case, Swamy being the last. The NIA charged that they were part of a Maoist plot to incite the violence. To those who knew him as a gentle tribal rights defender, the arrest and the charges came as a shock. Unusually, and in a testament to Swamy's reputation, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand had come out in Swamy's defense, addressing a press conference along with top opposition leaders to strongly condemn Swamy's arrest. Anticipating his arrest, Swamy himself had released a video in which he addressed some of the charges against him, claiming that the evidence with which he was confronted, alleged communications with Maoists, was planted on his computer.
I was interrogated for 15 hours during a span of 5 days. Apart from my biodata and some factual information about Bagaita, about Patalgadi issue, about Bhima Koregaon movement, etc., for which whatever they asked I provided, and some persons whom I had come across in this process. They started to put before me certain extracts supposedly taken from my computer. Extracts which were, Maoists were communicating with each other. And in some extracts even my name was mentioned. So I just denied and disowned every single extract that was put before me. So these extracts were all interpolations put into my computer. So I took that stance very clearly. And finally, now they are even asking me to go to Bombay for further interrogation, which I am refusing to go because my age, I have certain ailments, there is the epidemic which is ravaging the country. We are all aware how prominent intellectuals, lawyers, writers, poets, activists, student leaders, they are all put into jail just because they have expressed their dissent or raised questions about the ruling powers of the India. So we are part of the process. As such, in a way, I am happy to be part of this process because I'm not a silent spectator, but I am part of it, part of the game, and ready to pay the price, whatever be it.
Ready to pay the price, whatever be it. Stan Swamy there. Now, independently, a series of reports by a US-based forensic firm, Arsenal Consulting, earlier this year had found that the so-called Maoist letters may have been planted on the computers of the Bhima Koregaon accused. The Arsenal report, which was first reported by the Washington Post, had analyzed the hard drive of one of the accused, human rights activist Rona Wilson. Arsenal found that the attacker had used malware to infiltrate the laptop of these accused. Over 30 Maoist letters were planted in Rona Wilson's laptop. The malware was delivered via attachments in mails sent by Wilson's associates. Using malware, the attacker created a hidden folder. There was no evidence, the Arsenal report found, that Wilson had ever opened that hidden folder. In fact, Arsenal called it one of the most serious cases of tampering.